Over the last couple of months, we've been really busy finishing the Lotus Belle tent where I'm going to be living while we build the tiny house. I'm really excited to show you what we've built. Follow me. One day I was browsing the internet and I saw a Lotus Belle tent. I saw a picture of a Lotus Belle tent and it just looked beautiful. And actually the very first thing that I thought when I saw it was someone could live in that. Like, they're really high quality, they're really affordable, and here's me, I'm building a tiny house, and I just thought, why not actually do something that lets me escape the rent trap even sooner? And so this was absolutely perfect for me. I got the Lotus Belle tent and I thought about how I'd want to set it up and what I could do in terms of building a platform and what you would actually need to be able to live in one of these full time. And yeah, I just decided to do it. So, time for the grand tour. We'll start over here. This here is my kitchenette. The kitchenette is actually made from an old sideboard. So we took just a normal sideboard and we fully repurposed it, making holes for the sinks, plumbed everything in. So we've got running water and everything here in the tent. Refrigeration here in the tent is really simple. This one here is a little Waco 25-litre chest fridge. This is running off of the 12-volt system, so all of the energy here is all solar. And yeah, it's just got enough just to store a few little basic bits and pieces. Everything that I need here, really. So we're right in the beginning of spring at the moment, and that means that the nights are still very, very chilly. So this here is how I'm staying warm. This is the traveler stove, which is the perfect little addition to the tent. So this one is actually a wood stove, which is specifically designed for use in Belle tents and similar structures. So it works perfectly here in the Lotus Belle. It's a little 4 kilowatt stove, and you would not believe the heat that this little guy can put out. It's really impressive. To help circulate the heat in the room so that I don't just lose it all straight up, I've also got this little thermoelectric fan. Now that gets going as soon as the stove reaches over 50 degrees, and that really helps just to circulate the warm air throughout the whole tent. At the moment, while it is still cold and while I am still using the stove on a daily basis, this is also my cooktop. Now, I don't have a lot of things, so I can get away with storing all of my clothes in these two chests of drawers here, as well as really things like linen, towels, all that kind of jazz. I do also have this wooden chest as well, where I keep a lot of miscellaneous objects like my bags, anything like that, a vacuum cleaner, all those little odd bits. The bed. The bed is a really cushy organic futon mattress. This was a total score. I picked this up just on the internet, secondhand. And then the rest of the furniture, so actually the bed base and these side tables, we actually just made these from old ceiling battens. So we ran them through a thicknesser to take off the pink treatment on them, and then just use them to make furniture. It's a great way of creating really cost-effective furniture using cheap materials. So I think for the bedside tables and the bed mattress base, I spent no more than $100 in materials, which is pretty good. Over here, I have the dining area. Dining area is really simple, and these were an ultimate score. I found this table and chair set on Trade Me, and I paid $12 for it. So I think probably of all of the bargains that I've been hunting around for on the internet, that definitely takes the win. Let's go take a look at the bathroom now. So to get to the bathroom, I actually access it via this platform here, which is cantilevered underneath the platform for the main Lotus Belle tent structure. That's really cool because it actually gives it this whole kind of treehouse vibe. There's no direct supports under me right now, so the whole thing just has this really cool floating feeling, and it actually really helps to make this whole space just I don't know, a little bit more playful, kind of like a play fort for grown-ups. Speaking of play forts for grown-ups, let's check out the tiki style bathroom hut, which I will access via my rope bridge. And here's my bathroom. So this here is all actually just constructed off another really simple octagon platform. What makes this one unique though is it's actually been built in a treehouse style. So I've got one single post which all of this is levered off. And again, that kind of gives this structure a really unique kind of treehouse feel and a little bit of movement to it, which I actually really like. The roof is super simple. I just took an old canvas umbrella and secured it up there. All of the walls here are just bits of old bamboo that we chopped down and put up. And it's actually made this space really cool. It's probably not the absolute ideal bathroom setup for the winter, but certainly in the summer, this is going to be a really incredible space. There's running water in here as well. So, so in both the tent and the bathroom, we have hot running water, both in the tap and in the shower as well. So all of the heating for all of the water actually just comes from a gas califont, which is installed underneath the platform that I'm standing on now. And that's all just hooked in via a 9 kg gas bottle. The toilet is just a super simple composting toilet. This one here is a bucket system, so there's absolutely no technology in it whatsoever. A trick with using these is cover material. So I'm using this stuff here. This is cocoa peat. So this is my carbon cover material. So every time I go, I just make sure that it's well covered in that. And then when the bucket in this toilet is full, it just gets transferred out into a larger composting area where everything is thermophilically composted. So there you have it. This is my new home, and this is the place where I'm going to be living while I finish building the tiny house. I have to say it feels so good to be here now. This is probably the most beautiful and serene space that I've ever lived. I actually feel really lucky to be here.